Hey, what's up everyone? Journeyman here and welcome back to a Journeyman Journey. Today is chapter 2, episode number 4. Today we take on the Bracken, who currently sit 6th in the table. We are 9th in the table. There's been a few games since the last time you joined me, so let's go and check out some of those results. Alright, so after the demolition job against Vida, we drew 1-1 against Ujpest. Unfortunately, they scored a goal in the 89th minute, which ruined the party for us. Modibo Dembele getting his second goal for the club, coming off the bench once again. Overall, great display, but unfortunately we just couldn't hold on to get all 3 points. Alright, next up we drew 1-1 against local rivals MTK. Now another late goal, unfortunately we just couldn't hold on to another lead. That's been kind of a story of our time here at Honved so far. It's just really been one of those situations it's not able to hold on to leads, so I've had to kind of adjust the way I play at the end of games, which I normally do. So I mean, it's good, right? You have to adapt, unfortunately, and yeah, I mean, it's just been a consistent thing. As you can see, Dabassi getting a goal on a full start for him today. Not debut, but full start for him. He's actually going really strongly. He's going to be a very, very good striker, I feel like, in the future. We just got to keep developing him, getting a game time when we can. He's only 16 years old and he looks like a great young player. Patrick Vass getting a goal for MTK in the 86th minute. But we put those 2 games behind us and we finally got a win for ourselves here up against Dieskjor. I really do not know how to pronounce that name. But in any sense, we were actually 2-0 down after 31 minutes and we fought our way back to win here 3-2. 2 goals from Vladimir Saramarka and a goal from Mark Kleiss in the 62nd minute, giving us all 3 points. It was richly deserved as well. We actually largely dominated the game. So that sets us up now for a tough game today up against Bracken. As I mentioned, they are 6th place in the table. Take a look at their key man today. It's going to be goal scorer here, Ivanovic. As you can see, he's got himself 7 goals in the campaign, 21. Talented striker, actually, a poacher, Serbian 23-year-old, definitely quite a bit of talent. Only paid £41,000 for him, so that's a bit of a bargain buy for the Bracken. And if you look here at the league table, we are still in the midst of a relegation battle, disappointingly really. But on the other hand, strangely enough, we're only 4 points behind MTK in 5th place. It's a very, very strange open league. Literally, I would say the bottom 8 or 9 teams are essentially the same team, which is kind of weird. I'm disappointed that we haven't converted some of our draws into wins. Alas, we'll probably be sitting, honestly, pretty and maybe even fighting Mezzo for the last spot in the Europa League qualification. But it is what it is. We got to deal with what we have. And today, as I mentioned, this game we could easily win. So let's see now. They've played each other 8 times. We've won 4 of them. The Bracken won 2 and drew 2, but obviously it doesn't matter for today's game. But it's always nice to know what the kind of history is between the 2 sides. But anyway, let's go into today's game. This is how we're going to line up. Nagy's obviously going to be in goal for us. Tibor Nagy at right back. Pinto, the Luxembourg legend, at left back. Batic and Kiss through the middle. Kleiss and Heedy have formed a very strong partnership in midfield. That'll remain the same. Pillock on the right wing. Holland on the left wing. Pekka and Saramarka through the middle. So it's a pretty consistent side. I try to stick to players that have my back because right now the dressing room doesn't seem to like me for whatever reason. I've only lost twice in my time here, but for some reason the players are still yet to believe in my managerial ability. So I tend to pick the players that kind of have my back right now, and this is the 11 I'm going with. Alright, so here we go. Line up a 4-4-2 formation. We got a 4-2-3-1. As per usual, nothing out of the ordinary there. I'm going to stay consistent at least to the end of the year and maybe address that again. I've got some really promising young strikers coming through the system, so it might be beneficial to maybe start to play 2 up top to make sure they get some game time and make sure we continue their development. Obviously, if our players are strikers, we might go switch back to the 4-2-4. That's something I'm considering. But first and foremost, we have to make sure we survive. And obviously, if we don't survive, then I'm probably not going to survive from getting the sack. Alright, 35 minutes in here and absolutely nothing has happened in this game so far. Neither team have had a single decent opportunity to speak of. And it looks like we're going to the half here. Yeah, pretty much deadlocked, honestly. No chances for either side, 0-0. We are controlling possession as we normally do. Shots, we're beating them on shots on target, even beating them on fouls and yellow cards. But unfortunately, neither team are really creating much. For the second half, what I could potentially do is switch to a more positive system. Since we are controlling possession, okay, I could probably go positive here. Yeah, we are playing away from home. But I've got a feeling here, if we take the game to the Bracken, we're going to get a winner. Obviously, Pilek as well, he's His ability is certainly dipping in my time here. Is obviously the age is kind of catching up to him. So I'm thinking about maybe bringing on Gatto here for the second half. We'll leave it just for a little bit. We'll see how the second half starts, and then we'll take it from there. But I'm not afraid to bring on Gatto if I have to. Chance here though. Ball goes in the box. It's a poor defending there again. No one picked him up. That's a free header from 5 yards. It really should have found the back of the net. Anyway, here's a chance for us perhaps. Here's Kleis. He scored one from there early in the season. There's Nagy though. Got myself in the box. Tibor Nagy to Pilik. Can't get the turn, but there's Salamanca with a poacher's effort. 5th goal of the season for Vladimir Salamanca. Get in there. 1-0. 1-0 to Honved. Get in there, my son. Fantastic finish there from Vlad. Finding some form now after his big money move. And it's good to see in the back end there because honestly, he's it's important that he gets goals, and because no one else is going to, so it's important he gets goals for us. All right, so with about 20 minutes to go in this game, I'm going to switch to a certain different formation here. So I'm going to take off Pika, and I'm going to bring on Christian Zock to play right in front of the back two here. I'm actually going to have him as a playmaker, believe it or not. I've been doing this. I did this for the last game after we went 3-2 up. And it just gives a little bit more stability there in the middle of the park and a bit more support for our two centre-halves, just in case Nagy and Pinto get caught up the field, which does happen occasionally with them playing as wing-backs, but it's just kind of extra precaution. I like a change in the attacking end as well here. I'm going to bring on Gatto for a Pilik like I planned to originally. I'm also going to take off... should I take off Salamanca? No, I think I'll leave him on. He's fit enough to last the rest of the game. Not to mention he's a pressing forward. To bring on Dabassi, you kind of got to switch him to a poacher to get the most of him. I'm also going to give these guys a quick shout real quick. I'm going to praise them. I just want to see them finish out the rest of this game. With only 15 seconds left to go in it, it looks like it's going to be a valuable 1-0 victory for us, and it'll be our first time we got successive victories. So hopefully this is the start of us turning the corner now, maybe getting a few victories under our belt. That's a big win for us, especially playing away from home. 2 victories in a row as well will definitely help confidence in the side and definitely help confidence in me as well. So move up to 8th place in the table now. As you can see, we're only 1 point behind 5th place. Now 4 points clear of the drop zone. So things are looking up. 2 wins in a row and we could just jump the table here. And interestingly, let's see how many games we have left. Not many. 6 games left. We've got 6 games left. Now, if we continue this run of form, we're only 5 points technically behind Mezzo in 4th place. And we play them next up. And because so far it's only been 8 or 9 minutes in this episode, I'm actually going to do the Mezzo game here as a second game. If we get a victory over Mezzo there, that narrows the gap even closer. And we have half a chance of sneaking into Europe, incredibly, considering that we are fighting off relegation in the early part of my career here at Honved. So that would be incredible if we got a victory over Mezzo. You know what? In fact, that's what we do. We'll skip forward 1 week and we'll play Mezzo in the second game of this episode. All right, so here we go, taking on Mezzo-Kövecd. Yeah, did I pronounce it right? 1 second. Mezzo-Kövecd. Okay, cool. I've brought up a pronunciation software on my my second screen over here, just so I don't embarrass myself too badly. Mezzo-Kövecd. We're playing them away from home today. So here we go. Obviously 8th versus 4th, as I mentioned. This is a huge game because if we get a win today, we could leapfrog MTK Debrecen and that team into 5th place in the table and catch up, and maybe even outside chance of playing in Europe next season. Wouldn't that be awesome? First time playing in Europe on this save. So here we go. Obviously it's going to be the same lineup as it was last time round. No need to make any changes necessary. Players are forming very strong partnerships. The only one's really not yet is Tibor Nagy and Pilik. Everyone else starting to really form a decent partnership. So we'll try and keep it consistent, and yeah, hopefully we'll get a positive result like last time out. And hopefully Vladimir continues his fine run of form. All right, so here we go. A bigger game, as I mentioned. We'll start off on cautious for this one, but I'm not scared to go positive as well. All right, so here we go. Here we go, up against Mezzo-Kövecd. We've learned something today, haven't we, everyone? Alright, so first out of the game, 4 minutes in. Perhaps a chance here for Mezzo-Kövecd. Good interception off in Holland. There's Salamanca. Holds the ball up well to Pika, to Kleis. Kleis now, bringing the ball up very slowly. Here's Pilak, back to Kleis. Looking for Tibor Nagy on the overlap, but it's intercepted. That's a good switch ball there. Has a chance perhaps for Mezzo-Kövecd on the attack. It's through and goal. Ferber's through, and it's a goal. It's going to be a goal. No, it isn't. Oh, how very, very strange. Usually when that weird kind of stopgap animation, you know, where the defender slides in and he bounces back 50 yards down the field, usually when it happens, it's a goal. I don't know why it didn't happen this time, but it doesn't matter. It's obviously I'm happy he didn't score, but usually it does mean someone's about to score. To my defense, it's kind of a weird bug in the match engine, I guess. Anyway, corner kick ball gets whipped in. Win it, clear it, get there, and its balls fell kindly to Roman Ferber, who got him his 20th goal of the season. Who is this guy? He is a Belgian striker. 20th goal of the campaign, 16th goal in the league. That's a pretty impressive record for him. And 1-0 to Mezokovets. But, all right, so lucky enough, though, we do have time to respond. All right, here's a highlight now. Mika's gone the wrong way, though. He's going to launch a ball forward looking for Salamanca. That's not really the type of ball I want to see play towards Salamanca. Anyway, here's Hollander to Pekar. Inside to Kleis. That's a great strike. Oh, he scored a scorcher a couple of games ago. Very, very similar to that one. I'm expecting that ball to nestle onto the top corner of the net. Anyway, here's Pekar. That's a really good cross. Oh, and Bielik smashes it off the crossbar. Unlucky there from the experienced right winger. Alright, so let's tell the boys to get creative here. I've got a feeling that it's a great chance to score if we can. So it's a free kick now in a dangerous area. Doesn't obviously come out to anything, but positive steps. We're playing a bit more better now. That's good. That's a really good chance, and that's off the crossbar. And we're very lucky not to go 2-0 down. Alright, here's Mika now back to Hidi. There's Picasso and Marker to Kleis again. He's got space to shoot off the inside of the post this time. Damn it. Unlucky there. Really, honestly, you could argue we're in the better side. Going to the halftime break here. Disappointingly 1-0 down, despite largely dominating the game. Let's go into the second half. We're not going to make any changes quite yet. We're on positive, by the way, now instead of cautious. And I'm going to keep encouraging guys to push forward and try and get a quick equalizer here. We have the quality to do so. We just got to put one of these chances away. All right, free kick though. Here from Mezgo. That's gone a long, long way without any challenge there from Hudak. Just got on the back post there. Nobody tried to stop his run. Nobody tracked his run at all. That's far, far too simple. Nobody checked him at all. Who was that right there? Who is it? Can't see who that was, but they're definitely a fault for that goal. Terrible piece of defending, and we're 2-0 down. All right, we're 2-0 down. We've got nothing really to lose here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 4-2-4 formation. Yeah, so we'll take our Fikar and have the Bassi up top alongside Salamanca. Certainly a bit more of a poacher, not a complete forward. Poacher, there you go. Pielik, am I going to have you as a winger? Hollander, we'll have you as a winger as well. And we'll play a bit more of a winger kind of formation, kind of a wing play-ish kind of thing. Try and get the ball wide, try and get the ball in the box quickly. And we'll also switch to attacking. So, big changes. Could go drastically wrong, but it also could go drastically right. So, I guess we're going to find out. All right, here's Meekin now. Pass back to Hidi. Hidi to Kleis at the edge of the area. He's come close on a couple of occasions, and he hit the post again. How unlucky can that midfielder be? Now make a change. Bring on Gatto for Hollander, I guess. Hollander's not had a great game, so we'll bring him on there, and we'll bring on Dembele as well. Kleis has been so unlucky today. It's just not going to be his day, so I'm going to take him off, save his legs for the next game. We're going to finish here 2-0 to Mezokovest, but overall we actually played pretty well. A couple of lapses in defense was primarily the difference really between the two sides. They really aren't any better than us. They just got chances and just happened to take them today. Disappointing in that respect, of course, but I can certainly see the light at the end of the tunnel as far as quality of a squad here and things that we can do. Obviously, the tactic, I think, is okay for now. Obviously, tweaks do have to be made in the very near future. But with those results, obviously, we're still 8th place in the table, 4 points clear of Puskas. Most likely, we're going to finish here in the upper end of the table, which is okay by me. I would have loved to qualify to Europe, obviously, but that might have been a step too far. Maybe we should just regroup, get rid of some players that don't want to be here, and make a fresh push and maybe get into the top 2 or 3 next year. That would be amazing. That's my primary goal, I think, for right now. We're too good to go down. We're not really quite there enough yet to qualify to really push for Europe. So we'll think about next season a little bit earlier than I usually do. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and skip to the last day of the season. Then we'll do a quick season recap and talk about the plans for the summer and how I can start rebuilding this squad. I mean, keep in mind as well, if I lose the next couple of games, there could be a good chance that it might be fired, because the dressing room atmosphere, by the way, is just absolutely appalling. As you can see, managerial support is very, very poor. There's a real concern the players are losing faith in you, and it's imperative that you turn things around. Your reputation is quite low in relation to your players, so it's very difficult for me to get the what I'm trying to do across to the players. They're playing well enough, but I'm still thinking they're ignoring a lot of what I'm telling them on the touchline, and my tactics aren't really getting across to them. So obviously it's my job now to try and turn it around. If that means having to ship out a load of players to bring in my own, I might have to do that. But yep. We'll see in the future. But anyway, got 4 more games until the next episode, and that'll be the final one of our first season in charge of Honved. So yep, well, I hope you guys enjoying the series so far. If you do me a favor, smash a like on the video, and if you want to see more from me in the future, please hit subscribe, turn notifications on. As you know, we are still doing the Save Our Saints series here on the channel as well. Make sure you give that some love and support. So far it's going very, very well for me. Really enjoying that save as well. So if you enjoy this save, you'll probably enjoy that save too, because my commentary style is largely the same, yet mediocre on both. But thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it anyway, and I'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.